So we will start. The first step is to fill our polystyrene cup with 40 cm of water using our gray 40 cm of water. About 40 cm of water. That's good. Right. Then we're going to take the temperature of the water, steady temperature. Take the steady temperature of the water. Right. And record it as initial temperature. We are getting 28.5 degrees Celsius. So we will record that. 28.5 degrees Celsius. 28.5 degrees Celsius. And now we proceed to the next step, which is to add all of the contents. Next step is to add all of the contents of potassium iodide into our water. At once. And then we stir. And record the temperature. We stir and record the lowest or maximum temperature attained. Stir and record the lowest or maximum temperature measured. So that is 26.5 already, so we can record that. 26.5. That is already, we keep stirring and recording until we see the lowest temperature, the highest temperature that we measure. We record that temperature. Yeah? So we're going to measure again. We're going to measure the temperature again in another 30 seconds or so. This is still 26.5. Still 26.5. Still 26.5. Keep stirring and recording. Keep stirring and recording. Still 26.5. So it's still 26.5. So we're going to give it a minute. We're going to give it a minute and then we keep stirring and take another reading and see if this is the minimum temperature that we are seeing. Remember, it was 28.5 degrees Celsius before. It has now dropped. So we need to see if we are getting, this is the lowest reading that we are getting. Because we want to get the lowest reading. We're going to record again, make that again. It's still 26.5. 26.5. So we're going to stop there. Not getting anymore. Still 26.5. So we're not getting it low. But just for accuracy, we're going to stir again and wait for another minute or so and take another reading and see if we get anything different. Alright? And then that is going to be our final reading. And so the experiment would be recording basically the initial temperature of the water and the highest or lowest temperature reached or measured during the course of the reaction. Right? So let us measure again, and this. So it's now, it's still 26.5. It's actually gone to 26.8. 26.8. 26.8 now. So it has risen. There's no 26.8. 26.8. So we're going to stop at that, alright? So that is our potassium iodide. For the other experiment that we did, for the magnesium chloride, similar procedure were followed. For that, the initial temperature of the water was 28.5, which is similar to this one, and the highest temperature recorded was 29.0 degrees Celsius. Was 30.5 degrees Celsius. Sorry, 30.5 degrees Celsius was the highest temperature recorded for the magnesium chloride, whereas for the potassium iodide, the maximum temperature recorded was 26.5. The minimum temperature recorded was 26.5. Alright, so thank you guys. We will put our results together and do our calculations and write up our lab, and hopefully we can learn something. Thank you very much. So this is enthalpy of solution that we did today, and we saw that there were two differences in our results. One result produced, one result released heat into our environment, whereas one absorbed heat from the environment. Alright, so based on our calculation, we should know which one is that. So one reaction that we did today was exothermic and one was endothermic. You guys should determine which one was that based on the principles of enthalpy. Alright, thank you much.